Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. I'm here for a Gemini 2024 reading. Any placement of Gemini that feels important to you. Here we are. We're going to go month by month. Let's get started. You have Woodpecker. This is about a new rhythm. You have Humpback Whale, Love Life, Education, Six of Cups for love, the Lovers, that's your card, Gemini, and Winds of Change. All right, so going over all these as a whole, it looks as though you're letting things change so that things can kind of fall into place. And before this reading, I did have all the right stuff. Like, you'll have all the right stuff this year. It's, you know, it could be meaning different things for different people. These are general readings, but it could be also that you're deciding that you're going to make a change in your routine in some way. This is kind of, you know, developing your own rhythm, your own new rhythm. You could have a chance to kind of go your own way, or there's something about like realizing your full potential here. Okay. There is a caution though that's going to come up later in the reading about potentially something with your inner circle, or just being mindful of who you're sharing info with. This seems to be coming through in all of the yearly readings. Love life with these lovers here with the Six of Cups, this could actually be some sort of soul connection this year coming in. So, you know, January in these yearly readings can kind of be a little bit of a preview for the rest of the year, as December kind of also tends to sum things up in these readings. But let's dig in and see. For January, we have Humpback Whale, which is about holding space here, as it says. But this is, you know, Humpback Whales are record keepers. So this is sort of like, as you've gone through and you've learned these lessons in life and had to adapt along the way, you're keeping track of the lessons, not like baggage, but the lessons. And I always think of the Fool card, how the Fool card travels lightly with this little bag on a wand. I always look at it as a wand, not just a stick, but it's that optimistic action where you're going forward and you're only taking with you what's of value. All right. So this could be something where, you know, you're kind of, it's like you have to move forward with something, even though, you know, may have been paused for a while or whatever. This is sort of that feeling like really inspired to move forward, even though we don't have wands here. That is that feeling inspired though. This, you know, this card does have angelic assistance here with the wings. And I always look at it as not just a card of love, Gemini, but is something really in alignment with you and what you hope to achieve. If not, something in your routine, your daily life may need to change so that you can position yourself so that you are in a better space. For Six of Cups, for love, this could be something from the past. It could also be indicating a new love that feels like a soulmate situation. As far as work, career, there could be definitely a change coming in. It will cause, you may be asked to step into a higher level position, but this is about also doing the research you need so that you can have that better position. You might be finding yourself teaching or helping others, but this is about allowing change and being courageous in that, so that you can discover new ideas about yourself and others and look at the world in a more expanded way. Intuitively, what I heard before this reading, let me get my notes, was something about mental stress. Okay, and we see on the woodpecker there's a red cap, so there is something that you're really thinking about. Stress doesn't have to be negative. It could just be that it's like something is you know, maybe pressuring you to make a move on some way. I also heard the names Tina, Radley, and Cole. I don't usually get that many names right off the bat in 1 month, but that has come in. You'll know if it's your message or not. You know, like I said, some are very specific and detailed, and then others are more general. So, but there was also something about something should be smooth, and maybe you see it for what it is. Okay, that was another kind of message, like something that was supposed to be kind of smooth. You're seeing something in like a different light. Okay, February for Gemini, we have intuitively, I received something about moving in a straight line or straight as an arrow. I heard button, being regal, which reminds me of eagle, soaring above, that sort of thing, getting in touch with your true majesty, yourself, you're all that's magical about you too. Being exposed to something, some kind of exposure or something does come out. And then I have denizen, as well as some kind of news. So with the Kingfisher here, Gemini, there's sunshine, prosperity, and love. Sperm whale reiterates that here with blessings. By the way, I don't look at these cards in advance. I deal them out through a meditation and then look at them with you. So there. So this is about expecting abundant blessings. This could involve travel. This could be about your money matters. You could actually be working on some sort of team here. We have the Hierophant here, Taurus energy. You could be on the cusp, or this is just the energy of sort of tradition and rules and, being in maybe a teaching position or some sort of council. It could also represent the clergy, a representative from church or something. But this is also about people listening to you, or you're seeking that counsel yourself. With the Three of Pentacles for love, this is about hard work, discovering, are you really compatible? Do your plans match their plans? That could come up for some of you. This could be a long distance relationship, or you could actually be moving into, I'm going to say you could actually be either moving into a new phase with somebody, or you've discovered things about each other that maybe you don't love. It could be in a work situation, a love situation, any situation in your life. Maybe you're finding some fault lines, and this is about, when things in life aren't built on a solid, stable foundation, and we don't carefully plan, like with this Three of Pentacles, and it's not a real grounded energy, like this Hierophant's a very grounded energy, then things can topple, right? And then we're seeing this again here with the coins kind of lined up, right? And I did get, as I said, intuitively, I was getting something about a straight line, so things being built properly is now what I understand that to mean, because of this fault line coming out. So there could be something that you do need to repair in order to get it right for the rest of the year, or however long going forward. But money matters a lot right now for you, okay? So this is about saving up. This is about putting yourself in a good position for your future. That's what all this says. This could definitely make you question a commitment this month, and just prepare for the unexpected. All right, so this is about using the time to look within yourself and mend whatever needs to be mended, or build a whole new foundation. But you do have, again, that sun, prosperity, and love coming in here. This is trusting your prayers are being heard and answered here, okay, as well. Next, we have... I did readings for all signs. If they're not out yet, they will be. So check out your other placements if you'd like. We have Turkey, Ram, so that could be Aries. We have communication, short term, Seven of Wands in love. Okay, this could be arguments. Three of Swords, okay, and a ripple effect here. Get true on your intention here. Make sure you know what your intentions are. You'll be discovering the intentions of others. I have something about, intuitively I heard needing to have patience. Less is more. Someone could be a patient or have patience, like through a medical way or something. And there's matrimony. So there's something here about marriage, or how you're perceiving a relationship. And so with Turkey, blessings from the earth. All right, so there's something about you working your magic, taking that inspired action here with the Ram, card 22. This is a focus on your solar plexus. This is your confidence. So there's a big emphasis on your confidence and in communicating what you know to be right and true for yourself. And it's about your intention. What you think about, you bring about. There's that whole thing too. So this is about the intention behind actions is very impactful, okay? And it's going to be probably in this relationship here of some kind, any kind of relationship. Someone could be on the defensive. This could be very stressful. It could in fact involve any area of your life. This can mean surgery for some of you, actually, some sort of physical thing. I'm not a doctor though, of course, gets things checked out. But it could also be just stress in a relationship, perhaps one that was already kind of stressed and things are always feeling sort of like an uphill battle. But this is about your frequency matching your surroundings, and really you know, again, sort of like with January, does it really align with who you are and your plans? You may actually have to make some sort of call here as far as if something's going to stay or go in your life. So this is about being very mindful, though, about the power of your thought, your ability to manifest, the ripple effect it can have. And as far as career, we have some sort of possibly temporary situation. So if something's going well or not well, it could be temporary. It's not, don't be too attached to that, whatever it is. Because eventually you're going to find something that's a lot more fulfilling and prosperous, it looks like, this year, especially, you know, with the blessings from the earth. Some of you could work with the earth in some way. All right, and for April, I heard skedaddle. Something about being high-pitched, noisy environment maybe, and there's some sort of routine and like a shift in a process, possibly some kind of refusal. Let's see what we have. Pursue what you need with hunting. Lizard, aligning to eternity here. This is about not letting space or time limiting you. Okay, this is about realizing that you do have a lot of control over your environment. And one way to do that is to set boundaries. Okay, there could be some things. We have fences and flowers. This is creating a protective environment that serves as a respectful, safe place for you. Okay, so this can also, we're seeing sort of a grackle type bird here, and that reminds me of group behavior, social group behavior. So only taking what you need and only allowing others to take what you allow them to, right? Because the takers will take, and the givers need to make sure that you're preserving your own energy by setting those boundaries. Okay, so just believing in everything that is possible right now, being open to miracles. There's positive work outcomes coming in here for you. For some of you, it's consistent efforts bring rewards. There may be some sort of big purchase. You may actually be investing in some sort of future education, making big plans, taking calculated risks, but make sure you have something to fall back on. With the Page of Swords here for the love card, this could be someone who is a bit of a sweet talker. This could be somebody too that you just want to be careful what you tell them, because they might have sort of a gossipy nature. This doesn't have to be romantic love. It can be any relationship, and you may need to set boundaries with this person. This person, I just got their mother could be actually be having an impact in a relationship. Knight of Pentacles here. We have Earth sign energy here potentially, but this is some sort of solid offer coming in. But I think the reason it's solid is not just because of the offer itself, but because of how you take the time to actually sort through it and communicate what it is you need. This is about choosing only offers that will give you what you need as well, and not just be one-sided relationships. Okay, so that's what we have for April. For May, Gemini, what I picked up on was a star, a cape, a shining light. So let's see what we have. Ooh, okay. And you know how I said regal for February? So something in May and February could connect, because now we actually do have the eagle that I heard and saw. So this is about healing being all around you. Maybe something that began in February goes into May, or there could be something there only for some of you. So, but there is here now the eagle, which is soaring above, realizing your own magic, reprogramming from something possibly that hurt, that stung. Okay, this is about the hummingbird here, getting signs, looking for signs. Seven of Cups. In relationships, you could have many options. Realize not all of them are good, obviously, but you do have the sun, and I was getting star and the word shining light for May. So there is something here that's going to be joyful here with this hummingbird. So this is, clearing away unconscious limitations, not being trapped in those old thought patterns or things that, people have said about you. This is about connecting with your cosmic self, and it's your time for an upgrade here in May of some kind. Okay, you could be getting signs from the universe. You could be actually seeing actual signs that somebody's hiring, or that you're meant to go in a different direction or something like that. But any doubts and confusions will disappear, particularly because we have this sun card. You will, this is Leo energy, you will soar above whatever is presented to you here. It's like you're realizing to your ability to go beyond what what the eye can see, or what people have thought you could do, or even what you could. So this is kind of expanding in a way, okay? And you know, you need to, you know, this is about looking for work that is in fact aligned with you. You may have a lot of choices, but what's going to make you most happy and fulfill your life purpose in the end. When I see this spider web here, and it does say trapped on here, I also see eyes here, and sort of like it's kind of like, it reminds me of that Eight of Swords energy, Gemini, which is being sort of like, you know, analyzing a lot, being in a space where you're almost trapped by thoughts, that kind of thing. So this is a warning about not getting into situations that make you feel trapped, or that whatever you do now can haunt you down the road, is what I'm hearing. So this is turning spiritual strength into like a superpower, basically, where you can shift your reality and decide which thoughts you're going to allow in and out. Meditation could help you with that, but this is making sure that people you're working with have your best interest in mind. That actually leads me into, no, it actually, that comes in a little later, I think, in the year, this whole circle. Yeah, that comes in like in the fall. But let's see, there's something here in June. Someone you meet in June, you might find out you actually can't trust them, but we'll get into that. I heard Cape Cod, I heard Alicia, I heard governor. Could be somebody in charge, somebody maybe trying to get you on their side for something, a leader of some kind, or they may be getting you to try to, you might be hearing mixed stories about something and you're asked to take sides. And then I did hear San Fran. So magpie, yeah, secrets discovered. Okay, so like I said, somebody you meet in June, you may feel that, you may realize you can't actually trust them. Be discerning here. The colors black and white for me mean use your discretion. Make sure you're really seeing things clearly for what they are. Chaos magic with the scarab. This is sort of like Phoenix rising from the ashes. So what appears to be falling apart could actually be falling into place for you. All right, getting your priorities straight is key here, particularly with your health. Make sure you're getting things checked out, okay? This is about new life emerging from some sort of chaos. So maybe it could even be this situation or this person that you found out you couldn't trust, or a secret is revealed or whatever. But it actually propels you into something better, into a better situation for the future. And this is a good time, you know, according to, you know, just to check in with your health, okay, here in June. For work and fortune, that sort of thing, you do have Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, you have honest work here. So it's about, it's okay to have a job that's not super glamorous, you know, it might pay the bills for now, but remembering that success is a progress, not a quick fix. And there may be something in your process or your routine that you're deciding you're changing at this point. When it comes to relationships, this is some sort of good news. It could also be sort of a non-committal, younger feeling energy, maybe a fire sign. So just, you know, but this can also be something in that sparks your interest to coming in for June as far as a relationship. And make sure you're taking good care of yourself. You have health in here. You have, you know, maybe don't, make sure you're not overindulging like on beverages and things like that too, with the beer featured here. But you also have with the Page of Pentacles, you know, you could get some sort of health news, or you could decide you're doing something for your health. Nourish the soul, okay? Putting yourself first, making sure you're taking good care of yourself to avoid burnout and that sort of thing. So nourishing all areas that hold value, so that you make sure you know you're not missing any details, okay, so you don't make missteps. And this is about making sure you're not hyper focused on one thing while ignoring the rest, right? You'll notice one side of the card here is all cracked and sort of neglected, while the other side's going really well, okay? So just make sure you're taking care of all aspects of yourself. I just heard pollution too, so there could just be something in your environment around this time that is not great for you, that you'll want to keep an eye on. And for July, I had, well, July and August were kind of blended with as far as finances. So there could be some sort of mix up. Make sure you're paying attention to details when it comes to your resources, your finances, or you could just be feeling you got to get things right about something, okay? So for July, I did get, please, like someone's, you know, like pleading, almost some sort of almost like a pleading energy. And then there's something about covering me, cover me, and then something kind of, there could be a potential for something to dissolve. So we have adjust behavior and communication with Seagull. Again, this has to do probably with whatever plan you had in place. It maybe needs some tweaking by mid-year. Wolf, this is about your being, or you may actually have to look at your inner circle and see too. But this is about your leadership serving you well. Look at this. You have the Magician too after the Five of Pentacles. So when it comes to, career, finances, really any relationships, or just you in general, it could spill over from June. Any of these can, influence each other because we're doing a whole year reading. I do my best to break it up month to month, but time is so fluid. It can actually, it could be months crossing over and that sort of thing. All right. So this is about being able to resolve, but realize you have the power to fix something that's not going well. I notice a crown here. This is about you finding unique ways to stand out. This is about opening some sort of new door or job security. When it comes to really any area of your life, you are not forgotten. I need to tell you some of that. You need to know you're not forgotten. There could be something, you're drawing attention to yourself. You want to make sure you're drawing attention to yourself in a positive way. Okay, I'm kind of getting, again, like sort of from the beginning of the year here where you're getting something about intention, somewhere around here. Making sure you're being really clear, as we always hear, thoughts become things, that sort of thing. And so we want to make sure we're being careful with our words, using the right resources at the right time too. Timing is here. The Magician has all the resources, but they're also skilled in knowing how and when to use them. So this, it could be a tricky energy when it comes to July as far as like relationships. All right. This could have been somebody from your past even, or an old wound might be making you feel a certain way. But I am getting, again, like a sneaky energy here, okay? That something could sneak up on you if you're not careful and if you're not sort of like maintaining control of what you can control, okay? Ask for help if needed. You could find support in unexpected ways. And as far as, I just heard Nicholas and Tasha. Yeah, you could take a relationship to the next level. And also you may finally have the resources to take a next step. And this is about if your energy is not aligned with the situation, then you've got to pulling yourself out. So patience is going to be created or needed to create what you want, or you're just going to have to make some sort of adjustment possibly and making sure you're communicating that well. August, you have, I heard, again, the finance thing, a check and then being worthy. So courtship and mating, new relationships are developing. Someone may actually be seeing your worth and your value. You're also encouraged to make sure you maintain the fact that you know that you're worthy and you're valuable, okay? Again, be discerning and not letting something get into your head too much, okay? Dolphin, divine birthright. Yeah, there's nothing that you need to do to get what you deserve and want, okay? It's about allowing the universe to shower you with blessings. Now, I also get that message, though, although those words came out, I'm also getting, and maybe it's my own belief coming in, but I do feel that we need to kind of go for what we want and make it happen a lot of the time. So you may act, but what this tells me is that you may actually need to be very clever about how you're communicating with someone, or you may need to be very strategic this month. In a particular situation or relationship here. You're encouraged to still be optimistic, though. It's your perseverance that's going to pay this month, okay? You could be feeling like you're getting nowhere, but you are. You may have to feel as though you're grinning and bearing things to maintain respect in a certain relationship or even a career situation. But this is about, doing that so that you can actually leave someday. Right, or doing that so that you can sort of just get through it for now, and then as you work towards something better. Seven of Swords, King of Swords here, so you have a lot of sword energy. Communication is swords as your suit as an air sign. Communication, thought, that sort of thing, and clarity. So there could be some sort of clarity coming in. Again, you have that sunshine. Whenever I see the sunshine or the sun, it tells me that that things are going to be brought into awareness. So you may actually see behind somebody's mask, because you do have masks twice. So either you're wearing a mask for good reason or a reason. or you're seeing through that in others. There could be something identity-wise too. Make sure you're clear on, you know, identity protection and things like that. But the King of Swords, they're looking a little undecided here in which direction to go, and it could involve love. But yeah, making sure you're prepared. Okay, make sure you're prepared. There's good fortune and harmony on your side here, but make sure you're like prepared for it and protected against, you know, things that could you know, get in your way, basically. You know, make sure your passwords are all protected and all that stuff. All right, now we have September. September, I heard something about Shadow, McGabbett. I heard the name Trevor. I heard Cincinnati. I heard Troy. There could be some travel. I also heard something about being on the defensive, maybe. And this is when they're September, October. This could be something again about like an inner circle, knowing when to act, when not to act. Now with McGabbett, that's sort of like a fatherly energy, and it could also represent the clergy, possibly a Taurus energy. All right, so we have Peacock here, protection and resurrection. So be proud of who you are, how far you've come, and know that you are protected with whatever's going on here. Elephant, direction. This is about being firmly planted, keeping, oh, look at that. You have the Star card. I love that for you. But you're getting protection a couple of times. So sometimes you're going to need to walk away from a situation so you don't get burned. This is amazing. Like, you know, the messages are very clear. Like you may be messing with fire on something, as this card says. So make sure that you're protecting yourself, as I just said, from, September. I'm feeling now in October it is. Remember I said there's something about your inner circle. It could possibly be like a sneaky energy. And now here we are, and the cards are actually telling me something about protecting yourself. There is some sort of transformation. There could be travel too. There could be something about transportation, like vehicle or something. But with the Star card here, everything in moderation. There's healing going on here, and you get to decide what stays and what goes. Okay, there's like a kind of like, I just heard like a you made it, like you're this rising star, but it's like be careful who you surround yourself with. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with other stars as well. Okay, mother energy here, ancestors wanting to help you. Okay, you may actually lean into your faith more. There could be some sort of new clarity coming in, and you may feel as though you need to connect more with nature or other things that make you feel grounded and safe. You feeling safe this month is important for whatever reason, okay? Whether you're actually in any sort of danger or not, I don't know, but this is about, you know, more, it's because tarot, there's nothing like permanent about tarot or anything like that. It's more of a, this is kind of the energy I'm picking up on at this very moment in time. Lots of things obviously could change, but tarot isn't set in stone, okay? It's, and plus these are general readings, but overall in general, the energy I pick up on is the universe is wanting to protect you in some way, and you may be feeling as though you want to protect yourself in some way, and it's going to be different for all of you. It could just be you want to protect your ideas, you want to protect your privacy, you want to protect, you know, your online accounts, you want to protect a relationship, that sort of thing. This is also, again, though, I'm getting sort of like a fatherly energy here with this, because we have this King of Cups, and this is about a family man, someone who's devoted. You may lean on into somebody you may seek counsel or advice from an older male, or a male who just gives off a supportive vibe, and that's the energy I'm getting. So I know, you know, there's gender stuff, but like, you know, I'm picking up on a masculine energy, a male. I know male and masculine aren't the same, but I'm picking up on a fatherly energy. Okay, that's how I'll simply state that. It's a fatherly energy, and it's you maybe seeking that out this month for whatever reason. So there could be, if someone's resisting or they're just making things difficult for you, it's time to detach. This is about, you know, again, you enjoying a new a new lease on life. Now I did hear Alicia. Where did I hear Alicia? Let me see, it's in my notes. Oh, that was in June. Okay, so something about June. Yeah, again, remember that's the first time I was kind of picking up this inner circle thing, like being careful about that. So this is connected. This is definitely connected. try to avoid acting on impulse or based on what somebody else says or hearsay, okay? This is about if you change the way you look at things, you will be able to see everything in a brand new light. Remember, you had sunshine here. This is about you getting where you want to be here with that star card, with this peacock. You're going to be proud of where you're going. Number 7 could be lucky for you this month or in general, because you have 17 in this card and you have 7 on this card. Yeah, so it could be, October could be just a very interesting month for you. That's not October, sorry, this is September. I don't know why I got my months mixed up, July, August, this is September here. But October is, again, it's going to be sort of like combating your fears, okay? We'll move right into October now, but could be something just not super pleasant this time of year, just for some of you. For others of you, it's going to be like, for others of you, you're not going to have to, there's not going to be this messing with fire, protecting sort of thing. It's going to be, people know not to mess with you. You are a shining star. You're showing that to the world. People are seeing it. That's probably going to be the majority of you. But for some of you, there is, in addition to that, this sort of, I'm not going to lie about what the energy I'm getting is. I'm getting this could be something kind of ugly. That was the exact word they gave me. So October, combating your fears. I heard something about an ugly race. Someone may be trying to compete with you, okay? It could just be sort of an situation, all right? You could be facing something about yourself or a situation that you just don't like, okay? And then there's also something here about, political stuff and, yeah, the inner circle thing. Protect your ideas, protect your privacy, set those boundaries, okay? Even with people that you might have close to you, okay? Just make sure you're being mindful of everything that's going on around you, okay? Swan, magical realms are opening, okay? This is pretty peaceful. Bald eagle here. All right, so your angels and ancestors want to work with you, I'm getting, okay? With the bald eagle, this is, rising above any sort of chaos, drama, that sort of thing, okay? So the sunshine again, so for 3 months in a row, you have something about the sun. And then you also have the sun over here. So you have a lot of awareness coming through. And that can sometimes bring up things that aren't so pleasant, when we're doing a lot of deep work. So this could be what I'm picking up on. I do have this here, you're making steps in the right direction with something that's really emotional, kind of at your core, that may affect your security and stability, your sense of self, but this is about letting spirit guide you towards your next steps, okay? You have the tools you need to succeed, all right? There's a celebration coming in here. You could also friend zone somebody. 6 of Wands, celebration. Yeah, that's victory, that's success. So this is about, moving forward. Now, look, we're getting reflection here with both of these cards. So you have all birds, by the way. You have a lot of birds here. And when I see that, it does make me think of, like your guides wanting to really work with you and you having this sort of newer vision, and maybe you're really able to see subtleties and you're maybe developing some sort of intuitive gift or ability. So this is about every person you interact with. You view it with your own perception, and it's about seeing things clearly and for what they are. So I do feel as though you have some sort of psychic gift opening in October. Plain and simple, right? So this is about, seeing yourself and others, maybe being, making sure that you're not picking up other people's stuff and they're not picking up yours. You're keeping, again, those clear boundaries. There's something here about setting boundaries here for this year for you. You're making it all work though, again, okay? So you could be excelling at work. You could have new opportunities. You could work with your hands to actually fix things, okay? What month did I have machinist come in? I had machinist come in for November, so that's coming up. So something about working with your hands maybe. Some of you are healers, light workers too. So this is the sun and the sun is shining on you in all areas of your life. Career, business, growth, fabulous communication, relationships. This is you having soared above. Even though it's a bald eagle, I also just had a little bit of turkey vulture energy come in, and that reminds me of resurrection. Okay, so from whatever this is you seeing truth from a higher perspective than those around you even, okay, and having the tools you need to make it work. 3 of Cups, this can be casual events. This can also be some sort of celebration. I do get celebration with both of these cards, and it doesn't have to be just in a relationship. I actually see that as overall. There's something here to celebrate, and I feel like part of it is how far you've come. But again, I keep getting this message of make sure your thoughts are your thoughts. okay? And that you're not letting yourself be too influenced. There's something about making things right. So it's like a year of you making things right in some way. And I feel like some of it's going to have to do with this, you know, either inner work or work in general. There's something of some kind of working on things. So you have Pheasant, time of creativity and fertility here for November. Jellyfish, self-reliance. This is letting go of resistance, you know, having that brilliance, this achievement here. There's a 9 of Cups for love, a 10 of Pentacles. By the time we get to November, things are looking up. It looks like if there was something going on, it's like you've set it straight and you're set. Because I do have for December that things are kind of like, by the end of the year, like you're like rock steady. I had for November, I had Pitbull, I had Rostafino. I'm not sure what that is. Some of you may know. Emblem. I'm getting something about a symbol of hope and peace, okay, for what that is, all right? And again, like a pit bull is like a rock steady kind of like, you know, energy. I have a pit bull, love her. She's sweet. She's an angel. And she's just great. And so I'm thinking there's something here about your stability, about your happiness, your security. You could actually have a pit bull, you know, or maybe you get one in November, or their birthday's in November, but there's that. Pheasant here. This is also about like having a close companion in general, okay? I did get, you know, machinist, as I said, and that is working on something or having worked on it, and now you're able to celebrate it. This is about you being able to fix things on your own. I feel like this year teaches you that you are the one who knows how to make things work, and you do that. So it's a big year of self-reliance. It's trusting you have everything you need to succeed, though, okay? So like you are the magician, but you have to trust the tools and trust that you know how to use them at the right time in order to flow forward in the direction that you want. Now, this is about discovering your own genius, yeah, and breaking away from the grind. This is following your own inspiration and allowing yourself to experience that fulfillment, that contentment, that achievement, whatever this is. So 9 of Cups for relationships of any kind. It could be commitment, but it's an overall feeling very satisfied. I feel like you're having a better relationship with yourself actually by the time this happens. The 10 of Pentacles here, a very stable energy. This is that sort of a long-term wealth, stability. It's like leaving your legacy. So maybe you've started your business, or you've decided that actually did get, some of you are going to inherit, or you have already some sort of very special souvenir or gift from somebody. There's something here that you have that represents something more than it is, like a medal or an emblem or a pin even, or there's something here about that. It's going to be different for others of you. You know, maybe you have some sort of medal that your ancestor, or that your you know, relative earned, or a Purple Heart, or coins, or there's something here that's like shiny and maybe metal that actually stands for something else. Okay, so you might actually, it's what it represents that makes it very sentimental. It's not the object itself though, okay? So for some of you, you'll know what that is. And it could be generational, you know, something passed down, all right, from you, for you. Serendipity here. So this is about the stars coming together for you, perfect timing. This is expecting positive outcomes for you. Okay, you expecting positive outcomes and knowing that you have some ability to influence that, all right? I just heard sticking to your stance there, like not backing down, standing up for what you believe in, okay? And this is about, yeah, you following your own inspiration here and how that pays off this year. Wow. Oh, I can't wait to see what December has for you as the year wraps up. As I said, I actually got the name Julio. I got the thing that you're not waiting around and that you're rock steady. So we have Pelican, unselfishness will renew you. So, okay, so this kind of reminds me of the swan that we got here too, with this reflection. This is about focused intention followed by action, okay, Gemini? So this is with the Komodo dragon. We have keeping your eyes on the target. You have that star power. You wrap up with an 8 of Wands, a 7 of Cups, lots of opportunities here. This is unreal. You've got society here. You're part of a group. Things are going well. This is about working on you know, engaging your power and working on work that actually means something to you. Communications going along fast. There's a lot of action as you know, throughout this year. You've taken steps here with this Eight of Wands. The Seven of Cups, again, you have these opportunities, but it's like, I feel as though you're gonna choose carefully, okay? And you could be dealing with a delicate situation here in December that it'll pass, but it does, you know, you may want to try to just put yourself in someone else's shoes. That could actually help you in whatever that situation is. Yes, saying yes to all the opportunities coming your way. And it's a good time for love, for something moving forward to any kind of relationship. But choosing wisely, yeah, and staying the course, making sure that that you're getting this out, what you want out of this year. That's first and foremost, and that is not being selfish. Okay, it's not being selfish in any way. All right, it's an act of kindness towards yourself. That's not selfish. In fact, we're able to give more when we have more to give, and we get that more to give by refilling our own cup, right? So yeah, let your talents shine this year. This is about you attracting, you know, some good fame, some good fortune, and you're doing the work. You're realizing that you're your own best resource, possibly, and that could be meaning, you know, what it said, like what I'd heard at the very beginning was, you know, making things right and all the right stuff. You have all the right stuff, and for some of you, okay, I also was getting motor repair. So there's something going on this year, possibly, that came up a couple times with a machinist. Either you work on cars or engines or bikes or whatever, or again, it's like you have the tools to make things work in your favor this year. And so, in others of you, it simply means that, you know, you need a new vehicle or something, not to scare anybody, but it's not going to be a shock. It's like you already know that it's been coming, I feel like. So just planning accordingly. But honestly, this looks like a great year. It is a year of change, but it's like a change that needed to happen so that you could be exactly where you want to be. So wishing you a very happy 2024. Make sure you check out my other readings. Consider subscribing, liking. I'd really appreciate it.